welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is my little corner of YouTube where I like to share my crafty life. Today I will dig into some knitting, some spinning actually, and I'll just talk a tiny bit about weaving because that is a project that I'm actually doing a little video on its own about. So I will talk a little bit about it in ongoing projects, but other than that I will try to keep that for the next video actually. So as I said, my name is Sarah and you can find me here on YouTube and you can find me on Ravelry as MrsWallgren and on Instagram as Wallgren Makes. It's been about three and a half weeks since my last episode and a lot have happened. I have been on an amazing weekend with friends in my dear friend Anne's summer house by the sea, and knitting and talking and laughing and eating good food for a whole weekend, and that has been amazing. And after that I came home and I have actually had quite a rough week. I have had a lot of things to do at work, like really stressful, and I have had quite a lot of pain in my shoulder and elbow, and yeah, something is stuck between my shoulder blades or in my elbow or something, because I have had quite a lot of pain. So I have been trying to keep my knitting and creative things when I get home to the minimum, but as everyone knows that's around here, you kind of need to do a little bit of crafting to keep your head sane. So I've been doing quite a bit, but not as much as I used to do a normal week. We are in a new location today. We are actually in our kitchen. The rest of the family is away, but I have our four-legged furry friend at home, so if you hear him tramping around on the floor, that's him. I hope he won't disturb the sound too much. And I hope the lighting is okay because I have a window right here, so I feel like it's a lot of brightness to the side of my face, but we just have to go with it because I didn't feel like sitting in our bedroom today when I had the whole house for myself. So yeah, here we are. What I'm wearing, I am wearing, this isn't something new, but this is actually the Wilder gown. I have made quite a lot of this pattern. I think it's the Wilder gown by Friday. Is it Friday Pattern Company? I think so. And this is made in a black linen. I have used it quite a bit, and the thing I've been doing differently on this one is that I've added some hemslöjdsband, some ribbons on the cuffs and on the side of the neckline like this. Otherwise it's just a big flowy skirt and black linen. You can't go wrong with that. So I love this dress. I use it a lot, and especially now because it's quite of a heavyweight linen, so I don't use it in summer that much, but now the weather is perfect for it. So finished objects. I have one finished object that I actually haven't shared because I casted it on before our weekend in outside of Norrköping with Anne and my friends, and because I wanted something new and fun, and I blocked this yesterday, so it's still quite damp, so I won't hold it up too much because I don't want it to be stretched out. But my dear friend Anna made a pattern for a Swedish pattern company called Svarta Fåret, and I immediately fell in love both with the name and the pattern. It's the Rowan Berry Vest, and I haven't used the yarn written for the pattern. I think it was some kind of alpaca yarn held double, and I didn't feel like that was kind of my cup of tea, but I really wanted to make the pattern. So I casted on the Rowan Berry Vest in Lättlopi, which is one of my absolute favorite yarns, and it's so fluffy and so soft, and I love the things I have knitted in Let Lopi before. I used it a lot. So I will just stand up, show you. This one is knitted bottom up, so you cast on for the ribbing, then you knit stripes up to the armhole, you do some decreases, knit up, knit the front and the back, and join them for the shoulders, and then you pick up around the armholes and around the neck and make an I-cord. I have made a few tweaks to the pattern to make it fit my body, and one of them is that I'm not a long person. I think I'm like 1 meter and 63 centimeters, so I'm not that long, but I have quite a long torso. Like my upper body is quite long in comparison to my legs, I guess. So this part is usually longer on me than maybe all patterns are written for, and I will try to insert a picture of the pattern like somewhere here, so you can see that this is going quite high up in the neck and is quite fitted around the arm. And I really like the style of the pattern as it is, but for me, I want this to be something that I can throw over a shirt or a dress, or even a long sleeve t-shirt, and I didn't want that to be so fitted around the arm, and I have a hard time when stuff is going too high up in the neck. So I did add quite a few rows before I joined the shoulder, and I have actually also made this part of the shoulder narrower than the pattern, because I have quite a broad back, but this part of my shoulder isn't that wide. So for it not to come out here and be like a kind of sleeve on my shoulder, I need to take it in so it sits right. So I have decreased down to less stitches, and I started the neck when I was supposed to in the pattern, but as I have made this part longer, the neck is also going a little bit further down, which I enjoy more. But other than that, it's Anna's pattern. So this is the Rowan Berry vest. I have knitted it in Let Lopi. I think the color is white, and I think this like brownie green is called More. So yeah, I really like it. I don't want to hold it up too much because I don't want it to stretch, as I said, and I hope to be able to wear it so I can take a photo of it and pop it out to Instagram and maybe wear it for my next episode. But I really like it and I can't wait to wear it. So that was one finished object, and I have one more, and it's actually spinning. As I said in my first episode of this new beginning of my YouTube channel, I sold my spinning wheel. I had a lot of reasons. Mainly I couldn't use it with the dog. I could use it with the dog, but I couldn't have it like up front here in our home because he really liked the wool. He didn't touch the wheel, but the wool smelled very good. So I sold the wheel. And to be honest, I haven't missed it at all, actually. I got the urge to do some spinning, and I never thought like, oh, I wish I had the wheel, because I really love to spin on my spindles. So I had some singles left, because when I sold my wheel, I just wound up the wool that I had on my bobbins into little balls and kept it in my cabinet. So they have been there as single ply for quite a while. So I was just, oh, I feel like spinning. So I brought out my bigger drop spindle and began to ply together the singles that I had spun on my wheel this spring, I think. So this is one strand of white and one strand of grey wool. This wool is from Stenkyrka Ullspinneri on Gotland, and I carded this and spun that together as a 2-ply, so it's this kind of marled effect. It was quite hard to spin the singles together when they had been resting for so long, because it was like they just wanted to be one strand. I don't know much about spinning, so I don't know why that happened, but I had to twist it quite a bit to get it like to ply. But I really like it, and after that I felt like, oh, I have some wool left. So I started to spin on my little spindle 2 more singles and made this little tiny skein of the singles, of the wool I had left. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but if you compare these two, this one is quite much more twist in it. Yeah, because when I ply this one, the little one that I had just spun on my tiny spindle, it was so much more like, yeah, twist in it from the start. So when I started to ply them, they were just like wanting to go together. So they are a little bit different, but I love them, and I actually think that they would be lovely for some color work. Maybe in a black background and make this the color work color or something. So I'm really happy, and I really enjoyed my spindle spinning. And I had some left of the grey wool, so I have actually kept spinning. I don't know if you can see it. Like, I have kept spinning on my tiny spindle with the grey wool, and I will just spin up the little bit I have left. It's quite a bit actually, and make that one a grey skein. And I have really enjoyed this spindle spinning actually. And when I was in Norrköping last week, I met Marie, Fiberdrama, and she had her supported spindle with her, and I got so excited. And I have thought, since I sold my wheel, I have been thinking about if I should get like an e-spinner or something that I could keep on a table, so I could have it like around and get to use it more. But since I have been enjoying the spindle spinning so much, I felt like, no, maybe I should just let the idea of having a wheel or an e-spinner go, and buy myself a couple of more spindles to have it like more easily accessed for me. So I have actually ordered myself a supported spindle from a Swedish company that I hope will arrive in a week or so. So that will be so fun to explore, and it feels much more calm for me to have that little spindle, and if I don't use it, I don't need to feel bad about it. It's just a beautiful thing to look at, and I can have a little ball with wool and the spindle in a basket, and I can pick it out when I want. So I'm really excited, and it was fun to... It is fun. It's so soothing to just pull the wool with your hands. I can't describe it, and I don't know if I'm the only person that feels like this, but I really enjoy spindle spinning quite a bit more than I did with the wheel, actually. I know the wheel is faster, and I know you can produce yarn in a higher speed, and it's a great feeling to like threadle, and but yeah, I just really like this. It's so grounding and calm, and you can just have it in your hands, and it's stable, and yeah, I really like it. So I'm happy that I picked that up. So that was the one thing I had finished, the vest and the little skeins that I had plied on my spindles. And other than that, I don't have anything finished. I have my weaving project. I started to weave the fabric for my skirt. I thought I could just mention in this episode that I am weaving it in this comb that I got from Holst. It's super soft and it's the color Truffle. I thought that this would be like a little bit more, yeah, darker actually. It's quite a bright color, but I really like it. It's very mild and it's really natural and beautiful, so I don't mind, but I thought it would be darker. But I am on my way to weave the fabric for a skirt, and I actually hope to be able to finish the fabric weaving maybe this weekend or the start of next week. And I have actually planned to make a completely like an own video for that project. So I will take you with me as I am warping the loom, weaving, washing, pressing and sewing the skirt. So I have filmed the steps up to now, and I really hope that you will be interested in looking into that. And I will just say that I am a really, like knitting, I feel confident in. I feel like I can think and understand the problems and take it from there, and yeah, I feel confident in my knitting actually. But in spinning and weaving, I am such a beginner. So if you have a lot of questions, I will try my best to answer them, but if I can't, I am so sorry, but I am just doing what I read or what I see on YouTube, or asking people I know that knows this so much better than me, and I love that part of life when you learn new things, but I am such a beginner at this too. So if you have any questions, maybe I'm not the best person to ask about like tricky weaving questions or spinning, because I don't know the answers, but I will try my best to answer the ones I can. But yeah, bear with me with that because I'm such a beginner. So other than that, I have 2 projects ongoing. It's projects that you have seen before. First one is my Adenia yoke by Ella Gordon. I have knitted quite a bit on it actually. So I have split for the sleeves and I have started to knitting down the body. And right now I'm actually doing some decreases. And I think I have like one more before I will like increase a bit for my hips, and then it's just the ribbing and time to start the sleeves. So I'm really excited about this. I had some problem about the fit. I didn't know if I liked it, if the sleeves was too narrow and this part was too wide. But since I started doing the decreases for the body, I feel like it really fits good. And I tried it on in Norrköping with Anne and my friends, and yeah, I think it's good. It's supposed to be a fitted sweater. If I look at the pictures, it's supposed to fit quite tight around the yoke and under the sleeves and actually the whole way down, and that's what I'm going for with this one. Oh, and I think this sweater could be so beautiful together with the skirt. It's a lot of brown, but yeah, I like brown right now. If you had asked me a couple of years ago what my absolute worst color would be, I would say brown, beige, and I really didn't like pink. That's like some of my favorite colors right now, so yeah, you're allowed to change. And yeah, my Adenia yoke is growing. I love it. I hope to have it finished before I go to Stockholm in October for the Sy- och Hantverksfestival. Me and Anne are going, so if you are going, I would be so happy to see you there. So yeah, my Adenia yoke. This is a pattern by Ella Gordon, if I didn't say, and the yoke is just a ton of different. I have some Rauma Lamulgarn, I have some of the MrsWallgren British breeds, I have some Jameson and Smith, and the base color is this beige Jameson and Smith. It's the 2 grey brown. So yeah, Adenia joke. And my other ongoing project that I have knitted quite a bit on this week when I haven't had that much energy and had quite a lot of pain actually, so I have just knitted a few rounds on my Hylja dress. This is a pattern by Ronja Hakkaleto. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is, ooh, that washes out. This is the dress, so I am knitting it in this anthracite color of 2-ply wool. This one. It's a 2-ply wool from Ullcentrum. And yeah, I will just knit on this skirt part until it's as long as possible, I guess. I will knit until I don't have any more yarn or it's as far down on my legs as I want. I don't want it to be as short as the patterns call for. I think that goes up like above the knee, and I want this to be like at least like cuff length or like ankle length. So I have a long way to go, but this is the perfect like TV series knitting when you don't need to watch the knitting at all, just go round and round and round. And this will be a warm dress, so I don't have any stress about this one. This will take as much time as it takes actually. So yeah, this one I would love to finish before we go to Stockholm because this is so thin, and I think this would be lovely to wear on the festival because it gets really warm in the like hall where the festival is at. So I think this would be the perfect sweater for that. So that's my only 2 ongoing knitting projects. I have the Adenia and I have the dress, and I am so craving some color work right now, or like texture, something fun, because it's only stockinette stitch on both of these. And my main goal right now will be on this sweater to get it done before Stockholm, but I think that I actually will cast something on, and I get stressed to have, I have these 2 like bigger projects, so maybe something smaller, but still I'm craving some sweater knitting with like all over color work or something. But maybe I will just cast on some color work socks or a pair of mittens or something to have that urge. Like yeah, I need to do something really fun, like cables or color work or some lace or something, because only stockinette stitch yeah, bores me out a little bit. But at the same time I really want the finished product, so I will continue knitting on them. It's the perfect way to knit and watch a film or something, so it's no problem. I just need something else too. So yeah, I think that's all from me today. I hope to see you back here in a couple of weeks, so 2-3 weeks in between the episodes. I don't know if the video about the skirt will come out before or after next video, but I will just clip in some snippets in the end of this video on my process so far, just a little bit, but that's what I'm doing, and I really love it. Weaving is so fun, and I can't wait to wash and use this fabric for something actually. So yeah, that's about it. I would love it if you would like to comment something below, maybe what you are working on or what you are craving right now. Like I am like having this urge to knit color work or something right now. Do you have something like that that you just want to knit, that you need to do? and it would really help my channel out if you would give this video a like and maybe subscribe to my channel so a few more people would find its way here. I really enjoy this and I'm so happy to be back and to be able to do this regularly again, and I am so happy for everyone that's here, and yeah, I am wishing you the best time until I see you next. Bye!